Hello, friends. Welcome to the Creatively Carmen podcast. This is Carmen McLeod, your host. I will be here talking every week about things that light me up, such as creativity, spirituality, and all of those things that are just going to lift you to a higher state of consciousness and awareness and just good energy overall. So I hope that you can get something from our conversations, and I hope that, this is a space where you can really just enjoy yourself and ask more questions about life, about yourself, maybe just think differently about life and all of the complexities and unknowns and just trippy things that that a lot of people don't spend too much time thinking about, but I sure do, and I'm ready to talk about it. So my very first episode I recorded while I was on Karong Island in Cambodia. This was about 2 weeks ago, and I still plan to post it as my first episode. It's pretty short, around 10 minutes, but this will be my intro into that. So I put it on my live on Instagram, and it was my very first shot at it, and actually wasn't too bad. I aim to get longer with my episodes as time goes on, but it was a good intro, and it just explains what I'm up to and what I've been doing, and dives a little bit into awareness of the present moment and just really being present. I have a lot more to say on this topic, but it was just what I was feeling in the moment in that island, in that little village in Cambodia. And I'm still feeling the really amazing effects of this presence, this feeling of presence. And you'll hear more about how I was feeling 2 weeks ago, and then I definitely plan to talk more about how I'm feeling now after being in that type of state for a few weeks now. And it's really amazing the effects it's having on my state of consciousness and my awareness. And my mind is really, I can tell that my mind is so clear that I'm seeing images or seeing visions for myself, for my life. And I feel such clarity, more than I've ever felt before. And I'm pretty sure it's because I've been in this amazing meditative state since I got to Cambodia about 3 weeks ago, almost a month now. And I'm really excited that this much has come from such a short period of time, living the way I have been, just immersed in creativity, in meditation, yoga, and just really, I'm working on my business as well, and of course, doing some other things, but a lot of my day is spent in just a really peaceful meditative state. So I'll let you listen to what I had to say 3 weeks ago, and that's kind of the intro into the rest of my time here on. Now I'm on a different island, close to where I was last time, but still just really in that state. So as time goes on, I'm going to continue to record how I'm feeling, how this state of, living on an island and meditating and getting really into my just being so open into this state of consciousness that I've been really excited to get into. I'm beginning a few things, like I'm starting to learn how to lucid dream. I'm starting to take more note of the dreams I'm having. I'm, just different things like that, experimenting with just different states of consciousness. And I'm super excited to tell you guys about how that goes. So for now, I'm just going to play what I have for you from my very first episode. And just stay tuned. Every Wednesday, I will be posting more stuff like this, and that'll just keep getting better and better as time goes on. So thank you for being here, and I hope that you enjoy this. One other thing that's changed between right now and when I recorded this original podcast is Emily has left me. So you'll learn as you listen, Emily is a girl that I met on my first day on Karong Island. And so I had about a day or two alone in Cambodia as I traveled from Phnom Penh down to the island for the day. But meeting her, I met her at the island. She was volunteering where I went to paint the mural as well. She was just about to leave. I tell you about that in the episode. But anyway, she has spent the last almost a month with me, and we had an amazing time together. We just said goodbye. I just sent her off on the boat and said goodbye, and she's going to Vietnam now. So my time with her is up for now, but I will definitely be seeing her soon, and I'm beyond grateful to have spent the time with her that I did. She taught me a lot about just pure joy and peace. Her and I were able to tap into some really amazing childlike energy, and also it really gave me a bit of an understanding, more of a really like an understanding of the potential of soulmates or souls who have reincarnated into a new life and reconnected, because it really felt like her and I had met before and been in each other's lives before, and we both felt this energy of, oh, it's good to see you again. We would kind of joke about, oh, it's good to see you again, because we really felt like this was not our first time meeting. And it's really worth mentioning how much of an impact she had on my trip, and I really hope to meet more people like her. I'm thankful that she came to this island with me, and it was amazing. And I'm excited for her. She's gonna go and finish her travels in Vietnam before going back to Germany, and it was great having her here. And I'm really excited to continue this journey and see how she goes on hers. But I think that we were really divinely placed in each other's lives at the right time when we are both going through something, which I talk about in the episode later on. But her and I really saved each other from some sad, our first few days in Cambodia were a bit sad, and we really just brought the energy back up in each other and just fueled each other in the best possible way, just exchanged our amazing energy and just played and immersed ourselves in creativity and meditation, and just I wouldn't trade this time for the world. It was really amazing. I couldn't have asked for a better travel companion. So and so it's a good time to film this, and as she just left this morning, and it'll be interesting to listen to how I talked about her just a few weeks ago and versus now. Both ways I felt very similar, we knew immediately. we're just soul sisters. So anyways, you can listen to the rest of the episode from Karang Island, and I hope you enjoy. Hello, everybody. I am coming to you live from Cambodia, in the village where I'm staying. So this is where I'm staying, in the hut, and tiny little fishing village with chickens running around everywhere. It's been pretty peaceful walking around with no shoes every day. And so I decided to make this live because I've actually been thinking about, for a while now, starting a podcast, and I wanted to start it while I'm out here in Southeast Asia. I'm now on week 5, I believe. So yeah, if this audio quality sounds good enough, I think I will turn this into a podcast. There's a motorcycle about to ride beside me, so hopefully it doesn't sound too loud. I will wait. There will probably be lots of background noise, but that's alright. I am not going to respond to comments and say hi to people, just because if and when I decide to put this as a podcast episode, I know that it can be a little annoying when somebody clearly took their live and they're talking to people in the moment. So anyways, I'm not ignoring you, but I'm just going to talk and show you the view every once in a while. This is let's see. Oh, this is a pretty view. I guess I'm doing it now. It's going to be hard to listen to this in later time, but that's okay. So I've been really enjoying myself out here. I wanted to talk a little bit about what I've been up to, for those of you who don't know. I'm officially a traveling artist in Cambodia. I spent the last month in Thailand with my boyfriend, and we had a great time vacationing. But now I'm living a completely different quality of life. I am living in Cambodia, not touristing anymore. I am living here in this tiny village that is adorable and colorful, as some of you saw. Right by the beach. Life has been amazing. It was a total culture shock and very different going from not only home to Thailand, but especially from Thailand to here, being on my own for the first time officially, trying to deal with the currency out here, which is quite complicated as they use American and real, which are both very different from Canadian, especially real. Anyways, so yeah, it was quite scary at first. The first 2 days were, when I got to this location, which I found on Workaway. I think I'm going to do a whole episode on how I actually got to be a traveling artist. So, you can stay tuned for that. I'll just do another live about that, about how I made this all happen. But the guy who I'm staying with, who, allowed me to come volunteer and paint a mural for him, he also had another volunteer here when I got here. She's from Germany. Her name's Emily, and she's amazing. Her and I have, our souls have reconnected, it feels like. Feels like we knew each other in a past life. So when I got here, she was just about to leave. And I convinced her to stay. I also invited her to the next mural job with me, which is on the neighboring island. So life has been really great. It kind of distracted me from the sadness I was feeling about missing home and being alone, and I now have a new travel companion. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to. So really, all I've been since I got to Cambodia, I've been painting, I've been swimming, I've been chilling, and being in the present. That's something that I have that is just a totally new feeling. So another thing I was going to talk about today is the feeling of total presence, which is a new feeling that I've been working on over the last few months. Really just being present in every moment, not being too excited for the things coming up, but also being present and being thankful for the moment I have right now. And I've been really experiencing that on a whole new level here because I have so little worries. All I'm concerned about, or all that I have going on, is just right now. What do I want to do? I have a complete freedom out here that when I want to do something, I can just go do it. I feel like I have unlimited, I feel like I'm a child and I'm just playing. Emily and I talk about it. We're like children just running around like, what do you want to do today? And we do it. And then, yeah, just continue painting and getting that work done, which is funding us to stay here. So I guess I'll explain a little bit is I'm not actually getting paid for the murals out here. I will be, essentially working as a mural artist. In return, I will be staying with people for free, sort of, not free, but, and then they'll be feeding me at most places. And so very little expenses out here. So it just does feel like I am working, but it's the most fun job in the entire world. But yeah, it's led me to, just within a week, it's just led me to this feeling of just total presence where I feel like I have no thoughts in my brain. I'm just sitting there and wherever I am, and I'm just like curious. I'm like, why am I not thinking anything right now? My brain is empty. It feels like that all the time. And it's because I think I just have no stress right now. I feel so happy, so present, and yeah, it's been a really great feeling. So I've been journaling about it because I've been taking note of new feelings. Another new feeling that I felt recently was the feeling of leaving my friends and family for a long period of time. And that was like a totally new feeling. I've never left the nest before. Sorry, there's bugs all over me. And saying goodbye to people who I know I won't see for about a year is like, it was a totally new experience, which was good. It grew me. And same with being alone for those 2 days in Cambodia that were very hard on so many levels. And traveling across the country to get down to the island I am now took about the whole day, and that grew me as well. I felt so sad in those days that it makes where I am now seem that much better. We like to say the shadow proves the sunshine. That's what my mom and I like to say, which is totally true. That's why I'm so overjoyed and blissful right now. So I think that's most of what my thoughts are right now. I decided I'm just going to start this podcast, start it as a live. If it goes all right, then I'll post it. Make a new podcast. I've never done this before, but I just was deciding that, I don't know, I knew I was going to do it on the trip, and the sooner I'd get started, the better, because I need to talk about these things in the moment when I'm feeling them, not later on when I'm looking back at my journal entries. So that's what I'm doing. I decided, all right, well, let's do it. And so I started. So what you can expect if you want to listen to my podcast, it's not up on anything yet. This is obviously the first day. Don't know what the process even looks like, but what you can expect from more lives from me and podcasts. I want to just, eventually, the big picture, I want to have a podcast where I talk about all the things that light me up, especially spirituality, creativity, of course. I'll probably call it the Creatively Carmen podcast, of course, because that is my brand at the moment. So I'm going to have people on. I already have ideas of who I want to have on here and who I want to talk with about things like consciousness, presence. Got that, check. I don't know. All of the things that I love to talk about, all the things that are, some people would call woo-woo, or that people know me as that crazy hippie who loves to talk about abstract ideas. And I want a platform to do that, because I feel like I just have a lot of good shit to say. So I'm gonna keep coming with it, and I'll get better every time. I'll say just a little bit less every single episode. So thanks for sticking with me. And let's see, I don't know how long I've been on here. Not very long. I'm sure they'll get longer each time. I need to learn the art of talking for a long time to almost no one and everyone at the same time. I already have lots of great ideas, so I'm really excited to keep doing this. Maybe I'll cut this part out, but I want to show you, no, I'm not going to cut any of it out. Let's be authentic, but I'm going to show you my favorite house over here. It's really adorable. So this is where I come and walk around every morning. But look how cute this house is. Don't think anyone's here. I think this part of it is kind of a resort that's abandoned because of COVID. But, yeah. So, thank you for listening and watching. And I am really excited I'm excited that I started it, and I'm excited to keep doing more. I think that getting the first one done was going to be the hardest, and it actually wasn't that hard at all. So I will see you guys soon, and thank you for watching, and I love you all.